Hey guys, welcome back. This is Punchy,
Oh.
and here we are again, and technically Okinomiya right now at Angel Mart. I had to do it. I had to keep going. God, I haven't recorded this much in a long time. But man, we can't just leave Punchy hanging here after getting walloped by some lard ball or whatever he said. So last time we got into our we got to the when everyone tries out the Angel Mart party or whatever dessert festa, where we're gonna eat all the desserts for free because they're trying out their new recipes and stuff. When Shion got caught by someone, she tripped. They dumped cream on his crotch, his already bonered crotch. Jesus Christ, like the people here. And she was forced to clean it. We stepped up like a man. Right now we're taking our beating like a man, unfortunately, despite our name being Punchy. But let's find out what happened. You lack training, young man. I was loath to admit that doesn't sound right. I was loath to admit it, but against somebody trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. Punch, you gotta think about this like a club activity. We can do this. After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness. Okay, never mind. Wave of dizziness. When I came to, I was lying down in my own seat. Thankfully, you weren't injured. The more experienced waitress from before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over. Are you okay? Doing that all for my sake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. I wasn't much help. I've never won a fight before, despite being called Punchy. No, you're just trying to help me. You just trying to help made me happy. I'm not joking. It's just that I was thinking that it was lucky Punchy-chan came here today. And she said that she stuck out her tongue, teasing me. She wiped off the whipped cream with the washcloth she was holding in her hands. She wiped it off the guy's crotch? Because, do we get it in the end? So Nozaki-san, you can take your break now. You still have 1 or 2 hours left, don't you? No, it's fine. Even though it's just part-time, it's still a paying job. I want to work properly while I'm on the clock, so really, you don't have to worry about me. She couldn't even put up a brave front. I would never even think for a second that Mian could be that weak. That was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff. That was reality. Punchy-chan, don't mind me. Please eat as much dessert as you can. When you're done, we'll have you fill out a survey. Well then, I've got to get back on the floor. After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitresses started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her. Excuse me, can I borrow your phone? The phone? It's by the register. I'll show you where. I pulled a 10-yen coin from my wallet. This wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact, but I couldn't just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. But I could just cry myself. Yeah, I might as well. Now was not the time for tears. I had to fight. If I recall, 1 ticket is good for up to 4 people, right? Is it alright if I call over 3 more people? Yes, that's fine. For the time being, I'll write them down on the guest list. Could I have their names? I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that. Oh, yeah, she had to, I guess. Although that wouldn't fly here, definitely. There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk. The first is that I owe Shion. The second is that I'm a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. And third is that we're the most powerful club members in. Yeah, let's get it. Please add Rena Ryugu, Satoko Hoju, and Rika Furude to the guest list. Understood. I'll do that. Other best and most powerful club members join the fray. They can bring down 1,000 foes. You fat asses. Prepare to meet your maker. Oh man, I'm pretty hyped up now. This is such a nice feeling. This is a nice restaurant. How the uniforms are cute. Rena wants to wear them too. How? On top of that, we're being treated to dessert. I'm deeply moved. Yeah, eat as much as you like. Don't worry about my share. Punchy-san, enough of the charades. let's get to the point. Ren and Rika-chan put their forks down when Satoko broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table. I beg of you. I don't care if you make fun of how pathetic I am. Please lend me your strength. Three of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behavior. What's the matter? Something happened, didn't it? Didn't it? Actually, Mian's younger sister, Shion, is working part-time at this restaurant. Ah, that little sister you were talking about, right? Could it be her? Could it? She resembles her. Resemble? That's just Mian with her hair down, isn't it? I didn't know what to say. If Punchy-chan says that's Shion, then that's Shion. Oh, they might be twins, but can they really look that much alike? They're called monozygotic twins. I remember that term, I think. They really can... Oh, yeah, identical twins. They really can look identical. Renna gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced. Well then, do you believe me? I'll get to the point then. I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also, how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it. That's awful, poor Shi-chan. However, for you to be unable to help her, there should be a limit to how unsightly you can be. There's nothing I can say to that. Satoko-chan, to admit that you lost and seek help is a very difficult thing to do. Punchy-kun chose to help Shi-chan rather than save his pride. So pathetic. Miranda's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Satoko was calling all sorts of names, but there was no malign intentions behind her words. Then what should we do? Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her voice. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence in my own kind of quiet resolve. Well, I thought it would be something like that. It's a bit much for Punchy-san to handle alone. Huh? Then you'll help? Of course, Punchy-kun. Help anybody who's being bullied. I remember when I was cornered by those thugs. What Shion had said about the strong feeling of solidarity in Kinozawa really began to hit home. However, Punchy Maribaro, now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight. Oh, thank God! I'm so glad there was some sort of... Well, we'll see, won't we? Sorry, I owe you one. You tried your best, but didn't stand a chance alone. How sad, how sad. Rika-chan gently pat my head for me. But there was no mindless pity in the palm of that hand. It was overflowing with a strong, dependable feeling of, leave the rest to us. Oh, that's pretty adorable, actually. Me can't join us due to various circumstances, so I'll temporarily be taking command. Our strategy will revolve around Shion's defense and the extermination of the enemy's combat capability. Who is the enemy? Are there a lot of them? From this point forward, anybody who messes with Shion shall be considered enemy combatant. There are no rules of engagement. Compensation will be the dessert you just ate. Any questions? Everybody had already entered club mode, with their eyes peering at the riffraff clamoring around inside the restaurant, like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand. What is it, Rika-chan? Do we have to show mercy? Of course we don't have to! We have no need to show mercy to the rabble that would dare to lay a finger on Mion's little sister. Then it's okay, Punchy? Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. I'm counting on you, Rika-chan. I, Punchy Maribaro, shall assume all responsibility. Rout them. Alrighty. Rena's going to do her best too. Sorry, please do. Punchy-san, you don't have to be so tense. We'll just wait and see. By the time you finish that parfait, we'll have finished cleaning up too. Well then, everyone, let's give it our all. Go for it, yay. Yay! Thus, the most powerful warband the world has ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when considered our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone beside me had terrifying combat abilities. If all of them combined their strengths to protect Shion, I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring. Sonozaki-san, 5 deluxe parfaits for table 7. Sure thing. Shion carried the order to the tables. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort that she didn't have breathing room to pay attention to her feet. Uh-oh! Hehehe. Comrades, here she comes yet again. This time I'll have her spill everything on my pants, up to her wipey right down to my underwear. It was the same wipey scheme that occurred just a short time earlier. This time another of them was trying it out for himself. The very depravity? Oh goddamn. Of these men was itself a full-out attack. Rena, this is Punchy. Ambush them around table 5 and 6. Rena, do you copy? The restaurant's uniform is so cute. I want to take them home. Shion filmed her bottom swing while carrying the parfaits was being chased by an equally swaying Rena. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Rena was instead transfixed on the back of her uniform. From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a fox guard a hen house. When it came to Rena, these things are different. Cute 120% synchronization. We've won. When Rena's in that state, even the laws of physics don't apply. Shion's legs, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by those sleazebags. Now, my comrades! Oh my god. Jesus. I'm not even gonna say that. A leg snaked out and tripped Shion's defenseless feet. Egad, 3 of them at once! What? It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent at unnatural angles. What is this madness? Rena teetered into view and gave them a warning. No mischief, okay? No means no. No! Rena's going to be the one to take her home. This girl, with that strange technique! The human scum clutched their bruised ankles as they passed out. That's our Rena-san. No matter how many times I see it, it's always frighteningly quick. Yeah, it's an unbreakable barrier. Anybody within a 2-meter radius who attacks Shion is completely obliterated by Rena. As Shion was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there clasping with welts on their legs or hands. Oh, Punchy-kun, this is Rena. There's nobody left that'll bother Shi-chan, so I'm just gonna take her home now. Rena, this is Punchy. Good work. Please continue the mission. Also, permission to take home denied. I repeat, permission to take home denied. Then I'll just look. Oh. I guess just looking is fine. That wouldn't prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this, I knew who had tried to mess with Shion. Anybody who was clutching at their arm and leg while they were writhing agony was basically branded by their bruises. Currently, we have finished identifying all enemy forces. Proceeding to the next phase. Satoko, this is Punchy. What's your status? This is Satoko. That's a rude way to ask. Punchy-san, exactly who do you think I am? Satoko was in the kitchen. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with ordered chits from their destinations, and was now sorting through the freshly made desserts. Hey, what are you doing? Now, Sonosuke-san, it's alright, just leave it to her. More importantly, we're taking all these orders out at once, so I'm counting on you. The veteran waitress, that's so fucking good. The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out, one after another. All the desserts that had passed through Satoko's hands were delivered at once. Oh, lots of cute desserts coming. Oh. I think you know this, but don't touch them. At least if you still value your life. I know, but... Oh. Certainly, they were all incredibly cute-looking desserts. They were all works of art you could enjoy before even taking your first bite. However, since Satoko had meddled with them, they were nothing more than unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant of that fact were the men now stuffing their faces. This is... Almost right away, they realized that something was wrong. Satoko, what did you mix in there? It couldn't have been salt or Tabasco, right? My, what are you saying, Punchy-san? You said no mercy. I might not look like it, but when I get down to business, I like to be very thorough. As she said that, she twirled a dubious file in her fingers before putting it away smartly in her pouch. Rika, this is Satoko. The customers are moving. Escort duty is all yours. Leave it to me. Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Clatter, clatter. Several men stood up suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. That restless fidgeting, and that look of relief when they found the single placard hanging from the ceiling. Right on the placard was the word, restroom. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people that were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching their stomachs. Ugh, I think I was a little too greedy. Where's the washroom? You too. Not a number one, but number two. I need to cash out. Yeah. God, that's annoying. Where's the toilet? I found it. You're in it for now. I felt dirty just thinking about what Totoko probably did to their desserts. The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the rush of men to the washroom. The narrow hall connecting to the restroom was crammed with about 10 men. Whoa, what is this? As I peered over to see what was happening, whoa, seeing that there was a toilet that was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a large gurgling sound and terrible stench. There was no way to use it in this state. Damn, that Satoko was a frightened display of power. No, this wasn't Satoko's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I just apologetically asked one of the employees here to clean it up. I can't do my business like this. What do we do, meow comrades? It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there were one more push to the kicker. Seeing it was Satoko, she wouldn't have overlooked that. Meow, it's come to this. It's time for last resort. Faced with the moral dilemma. Oh jeez. That man only had one other option. Women's restroom. Isn't using the girls' room going to get us in trouble? I'm pretty sure there are no female customers today. Why didn't I think of that before? Women's toilets are the best. What a brazen bunch they are. The men, sweat not pouring from their brows, made a mad rush to the girls' room without any hesitation. How's this gonna go? Me? There was a girl there. It was Rika-chan. The men stood there frozen in various complicated poses, indicating their surprise. Rika-chan also seemed downfounded by the sudden turn of events. But the look in her face was strangely perfect. It was all part of the plan as well. You sly dog, Rika-chan. I should never underestimate you. You see, mademoiselle. Me? The man's room is a bit dangerous at the moment, so we just want to borrow the toilet here, right, meow? Meow? Me? But I guess not right now. Oh, right, my comrades? Just by having a girl stand there in the restroom, I never knew it could put up such an overwhelming barrier. There was no way anybody could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way to try and do their business. Huh. This is the most they could do, after all. If it were a man in full club mode, for example someone like me, they could plow right through Rika-chan without a second thought. Now what are you gonna do, you fat asses? The price for tormenting Shion still hasn't been paid. If you're in trouble, I can help you. That would be much appreciated. How would you do that? You can use one of the toilets outside. I'll show you to them. That'll be perfect. Please. At this rate, it'll end up being group and oh, gross. Rika-chan, with a smile on her face, guided them with a casual stride in her step. In this race against time, her slow pace was sadistic torture. Oh, this is so good. Mademoiselle, is the toilet far from here? We'll get there soon. Obeying Rika-chan's directions, they were about to leave the restaurant. Punchy-kun, finish it. Give him hell. Yeah, leave it to me. I spun my arms and blocked them as they tried to leave the restaurant. What are the meaning of this? We're at DEFCON 1 here. There's no be tubs of lard. You know what happens if you even set one foot outside, right? What's the meaning of this preposterous statement? Look, it's written here on the ticket. Not valid for re-entry, see? You're free to use any toilet you want, but the moment you step outside the door, you can't come back. Boom! You remember this. I don't want to guide anybody who says scary things like that. Everybody against Rika-chan began to turn back. They could only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined to see them off. Thank you very much for coming. We shall return. Clang clang. The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them. How pathetic. Too easy. We did it, yay. Ren and Satoko clapped their hands together. Ugh. I couldn't hold a candle to those guys by myself, but when we get a group together, we see them packing like a herd of cattle. With opponents like this week, any of us could take them on by ourselves. Baji-san, you need to up your game. We really do. What does that mean? I was loath to admit it, but Satoko was right. Damn it. One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand alongside them. But I'm really glad we were able to protect Mii-chan's little sister. Now there's none of those bad people who are pulling pranks left. You're blessed to have such a wonderful friend, Sonozaki-san. The veteran witches was also smiling. After the herd was sent packing, it had calmed down completely inside the restaurant. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us, and the now empty seats. You did that for me? I mean... Shion's expression was somewhat between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen. Whoa, Shi-chan is cute! They really are twins, how? Given Shion's personality, there's no way she'd thank us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her. I think you know this already, but Sonozaki-san is very grateful. As a representative of the floor staff here, I also extend my gratitude. Clap, clap, clap. The applause quickly spread throughout the entire restaurant. Not only the other waitresses, but also the customers that were generally there to enjoy the desserts. Everyone was lauding our efforts. Aww. Oh, what a nice ending, thank God. When we had mostly finished eating and were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made her return. Oh, good work. Did everything go alright? It took a while. I'm sorry. I got lost on the way back. It was a lot of trouble. Rika-chan likes to stray down some pretty strange roads, so she gets lost pretty often. How did she get lost just guiding people to a nearby toilet? Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Rika has a lot of strong points, then more than make up for that. I can see that. That expression in the girls' room, you're quite the thespian. Punchy was being horrible. He was thinking if I were in those shoes, I'd just run over her and rush to the washroom. What? Did what I was thinking show up on my face again? But Punchy-kun was a pervert. No, I mean... What? No. What? No. Yeah, he is. I could laugh about it then, but a few days later, the newspaper headline read, 10 identified men were taken into custody in Hideyama. The men claimed they traveled from Shishibon City by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken into custody was kilometers away from Shishibon. When I read that article, I realized how terrifying Rika-chan really was. Jesus Christ. Well, thanks for treating me. I'm happy that you called me here today. Oh, are you going home already? You can stay a little bit longer. I was in the middle of organizing some drawers. If I leave it like that, I won't be able to put out the futon. I guess that's true. Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time. Yeah, when Rena phoned her, she was in the middle of cleaning her room, but she still came. How nice. Well, it was an emergency, so it couldn't be helped. Besides that, I got to eat a lot of sweets, so I'm very happy. Thanks for today. Sorry for calling you out so suddenly. Tell Shion I said bye. I'll be taking my leave then. Rena-san, please take your time. Yeah, I will. Later. Rika and Satoko, in a good mood, horsed around with each other as they left. Oh, that was good. That was really good. I mean, I guess chapter 1, technically, Satoko and Rika-chan didn't really, go out to attack me, but that'd be pretty terrifying now that I see them together. Plus Mia and Rena. While Rena and I were having a discussion about the dessert we just ate, Shion arrived with some coffee. Oh, did the two little ones leave already? Hearing them called the little ones was so strange. I inadvertently burst out laughing. Apparently they were in the middle of cleaning, so they went home. Shion had brought enough coffee for 4 people. I heard from my senior. It seems that you went through a lot of trouble for my sake. It was no trouble at all. None other than Shi-chan was in a pinch. After all. Oh, is it alright if I call you Shi-chan? It matches with Mi-chan, so I thought it'd be cute. Well, whatever you want. Xian seemed a bit hesitant when Rena started talking to her. Rena's pretty sharp about something, so Xian was probably worried that Rena would find out she was Mion after talking like this. Xian said she'd have work soon and hurried off back to the kitchen, leaving behind coffee for just the two of us. She was a bit upset with Rena. Maybe she thought I was being too friendly. Oh. She's just embarrassed. Still, they really do look the same. Instead of twins, it's like there's another Mi-chan. They look the same, but the atmosphere around them, or rather, their insides, are completely different. I think those types of twins are pretty interesting though. You think that, Punchy-kun? I think they're identical on the inside too. It somehow became oh god, every time the music stops. It somehow became silent. Rena was just staring at the patty of milk made on the surface of her coffee without saying a word. For somebody like me who could never stop talking, it was a rather uncomfortable moment. Rena's off-put mannerism seemed to imply I said something I shouldn't have. That unpleasantness carried off for a little while. Rena, you said it today, right? That Mion was hurting? Did I say something like that? Don't play dumb with me. You definitely said it on the way home from school. Rena answered by laughing while continuing to play dumb, questioning if you said that. As thick-headed as I was, I had a faint realization. Rena wanted to say that I was the one who hurt Mion. But when? Me? Hypothetically, if something like that happened, it's not something I did out of malice. I continued the conversation, but left out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't think Punchy-kun had any bad intentions. Rena replied, also leaving out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. But that confirmed it. I don't know how it happened, but it seemed that I had hurt Mion. And Rena was upset with me due to the fact that I hadn't realized it. I don't want you to misunderstand. It's not like Rena is mad at you. Seeing right through what I was thinking, Rena said that she smiled even more gently as usual. It's just that, how do I say this? It's hard. If I made a mistake, please say so clearly. I'm so thick-headed I disgust even myself. If there's something I should apologize for, then I'd want to know if it was even a little quicker so I could make up for it. I don't think that Punchy-kun made a mistake. Depending how you look at it, Mi-chan might be the one who's being unfair. Taking the stance that the girl was the one being unfair might be unfair in itself. What Rena said was draped in mystery. Unfortunately, I had no idea what she meant. The only thing I got out of that was that I had said or done something inadvertently to hurt Mion. I'm begging you, Rena. Mion was one of my best friends. I don't want to leave something between us that could cause problems later on. So tell me, how did I hurt her? I can't tell you. You need to realize something like this for yourself. Rena smiled like she always did, but spoke bluntly. The fact that she had this strength of will surprised me for a moment. I'm asking because I can't figure it out, you know? My tone had intentionally become harsh. Rena was also surprised for a moment, but quickly returned to her flat demeanor. Well then, I guess just a hint is fine. This is special, okay? Sorry, please. I'll think about this seriously. Rena looked around the restaurant, searching for Xian. Xian was working enthusiastically, but without confidence as usual. Shi-chan, if she ties her hair up, it's impossible to tell apart from Mi-chan, right? Yeah, that's true. So then. So if Mi-chan let her hair down, would she be impossible to tell apart from Shi-chan? Probably. What does that have to do with anything? What if her being the younger twin was a lie? That she was just Mi-chan pretending to be her sister? What would you think? What do we think? Rena was sharper than her daily behavior bellied. I was hesitant in verbally affirming that, but it was the right answer. It might be unfair to answer a question with another question. But if, like you say, Mion is just pretending to be Xian, what purpose would that serve? After maintaining the silence for a while, Rena glanced at the clock. That's what I want you to think about. That was maybe too much of a hint. How? After thanking me for dessert, Miranda stood up from her seat. Sorry, I was asked to buy a few things, so it's about time I left. Is it okay with you if I tell Shion I'm sorry? If you tell Shion I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye? Yeah, I'll tell her. Sorry. Huh? That Rin is so short-tempered. Sorry for getting angry. Punchy-kun is the only one at fault here. Rin was harsh in her apology, but I was one who really should have apologized. I think to Mi-chan, it's something that doesn't bother her much anymore. So if you want to forget the whole thing happened, that's fine too. But you see, as a girl, I'd hope Punchy-kun realize it by himself and comes to apologize on his own volition. How? Switching to Cupid only at the end, she disappeared into the direction of the register. Woo! Oh, that was pretty heavy. I didn't realize that it was us that would have hurt Shion. I thought something a little more sinister was happening. Weirdly, it looks like the only sinister thing that's kind of happening was Hinamizawa coming together, but I guess same time it wasn't that sinister because it's helped us. It seems like we're more now a part of it than we were in chapter 1, which is pretty cool. It's going in a completely different direction, so I'm really excited for this, especially when things are starting to happen a bit more. Excuse me. So now is the time I'm actually gonna stop for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys are, the people who are watching this generally know already know what's gonna happen. So I hope you're enjoying watching me find out more about this. And yeah, this is awesome. I love this so much. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a good night. Bye-bye. Ow.